feels weird. Yeah, it does. It's been a long road. A really, really long road. And it's weird to hear it from me, but so much of it was unexpected. Earth is so much stranger than I thought it would be. And for a long time, I just wanted to leave. I mean, I'm kind of prideful, so I'm like, yo, you know what, I'm gonna stick it out until the end of my natural life. But when you come here from somewhere really, really different, you don't think you can change anything because everything is so set in their ways here. You have these weird traditions and these weird values and these weird habits that have been done for years and years and years and years, and nobody will come out and say, well, you know what, that's weird, or that's wrong, or we should really fix that. But I see better. I see better for Earth and better for everyone here. People talk about doing something to change the world, but changing the world is as simple as changing your behavior. That's really it. People just have to realize it's not a lifestyle change, although you can, and it's not you starting a company or opening a business or making new friends, although that's an important part. It's really just telling yourself you don't have to act that way just because everyone else is doing it or because everyone else expects you to. I mean, I've known this for a while, but I didn't come out because no one expected me to. No one, would accept that kind of behavior from me. And waking up out of, I guess, the human mind we've all inherited is understanding that your behavior is more than what people expect from you. It will always be more. You can have it stay within expectations, but that doesn't mean that you can't go out of expectations. And in fact, you're going to feel better when you do, because every person has their own prerogative to do things. And when you go outside of expectation of what others think you can do, you become more of yourself and you expand who you are to yourself and everyone around you. That's honestly what I love about people. I love when they become more of themselves. Human society accepts certain kinds of people and behaviors, but most people will never fit in something as defined and small as a stereotype or a certain way of acting or feeling. And what I really love about Twitter is that you can see more of that. You can see people trying new things and being new people. I mean, you've got SJWs on there and, just people who are trying to get on other people's cases way too much. But you don't have to be like that. You can be however you want. And it's a beautiful feeling when you realize, because there's all these ETs that are out there, all of these advanced alien races who have understood that, who have reached that conclusion, and that's why they can come here. Like, the reason that alien races always seem so advanced is because they couldn't reach Earth unless they made those growths. There's a lot of races in similar positions to humanity's, but they're not here on Earth because they haven't been able to leave their own planet because they haven't grown that way. Like, we have this imminent space golden age for humanity, but we don't see it yet because humanity hasn't woken up to it yet. But it's there. It exists in the future. But be a good boy. And, a lot of people have been talking about the hybrids for years and years and years now, and I was under the assumption that you guys already knew some from the way you talked about it. Like, imagine my surprise when no one really cares that I'm a starseed. It's like, what? You're a hybrid? What are you talking about? And I'm never gonna be the smartest hybrid or the oldest hybrid or the most mature hybrid, whatever. I'm just gonna be one, and that's who I am in this life. And you know, you can get really, really like, what's the word? It's like a word for it. You can get tunnel vision in your life to be a certain person or to go a certain way. And you can follow that. That's totally fine. But if it feels like it doesn't fit you, or that it's too small, or that you're missing something, or you want to see a new view, then you should seriously consider trying something, living something new. I mean, the time I spent on my former planet was like that. It was a beautiful place, and I learned a lot there, but at the same time, once you do something for long enough, you realize that you've sort of reached everything you can in that place, and then you want to try something new. For me, that was coming to Earth. Yeah, I'm this mature person who can be very kind and help a lot of people, but you know, I've never had the opportunity to actually learn how to deal with, I guess, like strong emotions and stress and fear in an environment where other people are suffering, where everyone feels that way, and that makes people fight. A lot of aliens come here and they learn that, you know, like, there's prosperity a lot more in the universe than you would think, and some people will just come here just to figure out what it feels like not to have any and to learn how to deal with it, you know? Like, in Christianity, when they talk about the angels in heaven and the city of God, like, I'm pretty sure, like, when you really get down to it, the truth of the matter is that it's talking about better planets that are advanced and don't have misfortune or illnesses or, you know, poverty or inequality. And nobody's going to be able to tell you that, because either they don't remember and they haven't been there. And, you know, if they don't remember, you could try hypnosis, you know, meditation. That'll usually bring something out. But if you've never been there, you're not going to know, and you're going to assume that everywhere is like where you've been. That's a part of the human mind. And it's not just the human mind. Every organism that has memory and a concept of time will assume that what they have seen is what they will see. And as you start to expand your mind, you will realize that, you know, nothing has to have a precedent in your life for it to happen. Nothing. And you can will some things without a precedent, or you can let some things randomly happen, but that's never going to be the case. And especially when you start to realize that time is non-linear, like, how would I put it? That your past and your future have the same properties, not different ones. Once you understand that, you'll begin to see the fluidity of time, and you'll begin to understand how much actual control you have over your entire reality, over your timeline, over everything that exists around you. And it's not like a literal power, like, oh yeah, I have power over people, or I have a lot of money, or whatever. It's a profound awareness of the you that exists, you know, with a name, a body, a person, and the you that exists outside of yourself, that is the world around you. People don't want to act like the world is a reflection of them, because the world is so messed up. You know, why would that be a reflection of you? And it doesn't mean that the world is a direct reflection of you, but reality itself will reflect back to you. It'll reflect other people too. So obviously, you know, the reality of Earth reflects back the reality of humanity. But once you get outside of Earth, you'll see a very different reflection, because you'll see more people. And a lot more people past humanity have a much better reflection. But, yeah. And I don't want to scare anyone by coming out and being like, oh yeah, I'm half alien, you know, nice to meet you. But the reality of the situation is that if you continue to live life thinking that there's only humans walking around, or humans flying ships, or humans out in the cosmos, you're gonna be left behind, okay? Because we're here, and we're not going anywhere, okay? It's like, you know, when people talk about Constantinople or Istanbul, how it was this trade city, you know, you can't live in Istanbul and be like, oh yeah, we're not a trade city. There only Constantinople people live here. It's a hub. Earth is becoming a hub. Once you understand that, you will see things better. You can act like you're this remote island in the middle of the universe, but that's not true at all. Especially with the transportation that ETs have. It's not like an hour drive. It's like a 2-minute walk, okay? And a lot of people like Earth. A lot of people want to see more of Earth, and they want to see more of humans. Having such a strong ego and such strong emotions makes humans incredibly gifted at art. You have no idea how many ETs would just love for a chance to see the art you can make, or to bring it back to their planet, or to just learn from you how to do it. Obviously there's more advanced forms of arts wherever you go, but at the same time, humans have incredible potential with their own capabilities. You're gonna meet assholes in the universe. Everyone does, because that's free will. People act like aliens are all united in their will and mission and intent. That's not it at all. Aliens are also like cats, and they herd like cats, okay? You have well-meaning cats who will try to form a group and get something done, like the Galactic Federation, and then you just have cats that want to be a bit of an asshole, and they're going to be around too. But know that there are more forces in the universe that would want something good for humanity than not. So if you're worried about an alien invasion, or all these abductions taking place and no one can stop, all humanity has to do is to show in a unified way that we want some help to stop what other people are doing to our planet that we don't agree with. Because, even a federation has rules, and one of their rules is, you can't just go around and clean up someone else's mess in their kitchen. Because you have to be invited into the kitchen. If they're baking something, you can't just walk over and be like, hey, let me crack those eggs for you and whip them up real nice. No, you gotta ask for permission, and you gotta wait for permission. Because, if they just came and interfered, some people would say they're the invaders. If they came and, became government and started regulating things, yeah, things would be great, but there'd be no humans in government. And how are you going to be an advanced race in space if you can't even run yourselves? You have to learn how to do that. So we can't interrupt your power structure. We can't interrupt, your society. We can help protect you, but you must keep your sovereignty in order for us to do that. So we need you to understand your sovereignty, clear it up, straighten it out, make it strong and stable and actually represent you, and then we can help. We can help in small ways until then, but we have to be invited. And people make the comparison sometimes where it's like a vampire can't be let into the house until you ask them, right? And if you were really good, you would help. But it's like, some people would describe some alien races as godlike, and you can say that. But at the same time, we're not omnipotent. We're with minds, with higher capabilities, more advanced knowledge, but we're not omnipotent, okay? If you want help, we're going to try to help. We may not always get it right, but we can try. And that's what we're doing. We're trying. I would say that we've made a good effort so far, but we're going to keep trying, because we're not done yet. We are far from done. All I would say to everyone here is that, if you end up seeing an alien invasion on TV, or this huge news thing, or it's like, oh yeah, they're coming around the planet, they're going to invade, like, first of all, just stop and think for a second. ETs have been around this planet for like 80 years now. Invade now when we could have invaded 80 years ago? And second of all, why would we wait? It's just that if we wanted something and we were ill-intended, we could take it whenever we want, so we wouldn't wait. So if we're here and we're not hurting you, it's obviously because we don't want to hurt you. We want some other interaction that we haven't gotten yet. So, yeah, if you see some false alien invasion, or someone's like, oh yeah, they're invading, could be some bad ETs, could be what's going on. But when ETs try to attack you indiscriminately from a space, we would stop them. Because that would be our territory in space to enforce our collective will. That's why, you're not going to have the military just go to the woods. Sorry, my thoughts are not the best organized. Having this kind of mind it's kind of small, not very fast. So forgive me if I break off every now and then. But if the human military goes out into the solar system and tries to leave the solar system, they're gonna be stopped because they're a militant force. I mean, you could get as far as the moon, maybe you could get as far as Venus or Mars, but at the same time, if you're a militant force, we're not going to let you go to a planet that's neutral in some way. If someone invites you to their planet, fine, you can go there. But other than that, we're not going to let you. And the reason that we wouldn't let you is because we're enforcing our will in space. And the will that we have in space is fairness and peace. If you want to go somewhere, don't do it in a military way. If you want to see someplace, you go in peace and you leave in peace. I mean, everyone makes mistakes and sometimes there are fights, but that's a little different, So, yeah. Humanity, you've come a long way, but we've got a lot of work to do. And I'm pretty sure you'll be there for that. And we'll see you at the end, too.